multi-track? What am I?
We are not.
Where am I at? Amateur hour?
Yes.
Time again, tune into taking it too far. Let's have a laugh with 3 peas in the pot. Funny stories and bad interviews with 3 peas in the pot. Good times are right here. Taking it too far podcast. No need to be politically correct today. Let's take it nice and easy. The best friends are here to make your day. It's a Taking It Too Far podcast.
No need to be politically correct.
Welcome
To the Outhouse Super Show. My name is Matty Mayonnaise.
we changed shows because we had just our listenership was so bad. So we're just going. Well, I don't know my name. What are you? No, I love it. I love the beginning. Fuck us, right? You know.
Right off the bat.
Just did the thing.
Right off the bat.
Oh no.
Right off the bat.
Oh no.
What's your name?
I think it's
What's your
Brandon.
name, boy?
I forgot.
What's your name, boy?
It's Brandon.
Are you sure?
I'm La Laura.
Adam.
And we have a special guest, Outhouse special.
Hostile
Matty
takeover.
Crull. Hostile takeover.
Yeah. I'm Matty Crull today.
You're the only
Matty
one
Mayonnaise,
that's actually like come and fired back. I take shots of the press all the time, and they just kind of take it.
He doesn't have the time for it.
No, he's busy.
I don't
guy.
either. He's way too big.
But I like it.
He said, I don't either.
I just like it. I want more shots taken. We're a young podcast. We need to get out there.
What episodes are you guys on now?
We just hit 10.
10. So
Yeah.
you did hit the 10.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Then we had to take 2 weeks off, so it sucks.
right.
We're gonna get back.
Because
We're gonna
that's
get
when
back.
everybody's always like the 10, and they're they never come back.
I remember
We'll
when
be
we
back.
hit 10. That was you was talking about that. They said most of them don't make it past.
Then we made it to 16 and took a year and a half off. So I mean,
It wasn't quite a year and a half, but it was a while.
I'm
It was
already-
good.
I was mad about 1 week. Now it's 2 weeks. Now I'm like, but we actually have our first guest book too. So
you do have a guest.
yeah, he's coming.
Nice.
So
Nice.
that's coming soon.
You guys' production is so.
Can you say who?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
It's super secret. It's me.
It's one of those where it's a secret thing we can't tell.
Well,
Coming
it
soon.
coincides with an event. It's a thing.
Oh, okay,
We'll figure
cool.
it out.
Okay, cool.
And like I said, it's just it'll be fine.
Well, now that you're here, I'm going to start off with that day, the day. You know what I'm talking about. He sends me a message. He goes, "Did you see?" I said, "What?"
So
He goes,
ominous.
he said, "Did you see the Dwarf podcast?" All
I
I
love
said back was, "Did they get us back?" And then I watched that little thing. I laughed and cried. I went through a range of emotions. I was so excited for some good shit talking, but I was hurt because it was so friggin' good. And then I was determined to get back and even. And then I just gave up.
We were waiting for a shot back because we had some other stuff in the chamber.
I feel like
you want us to make a video?
I've actually been watching. I've been watching your podcast just to see the shot. I'm just kidding.
Okay, so here's what
I
happened.
watched before that. No, just-
Right around that time, we were like gung ho, and then I feel like we just like hit a wall, like at that time.
It's all good.
And I think it's your fault, to be honest. So I just want to
MGK'd
blame.
you.
Yeah, just blame you.
we did
You
what,
kinda-
what Eminem did to MGK.
Yeah, you kind of just
Oh,
threw
I gotta
it.
change my
We
genre
forgot
now.
how to be podcasters all of a sudden. We're like,
There
what's
was-
happening?
With
the talk on up to the show was, we were going to do skits. We were gonna we had he had all this stuff. And then the day we filmed or we did our show that Sunday or whatever, he's just like, that's when he started talking about being done. He's like, fuck it, we don't have listeners. I'm out.
It's okay. So I took on too much. I just be honest. I just took on too much.
See, we're not podcasters. We're just shit talkers. So it
That
came
works.
natural.
It works.
We're big wrestling fans, so that was easy.
Yeah.
We had
Wrestling.
a feud with the Doom Room in Lafayette for a while. They were it's like a venue. They do house shows and they promote different things or whatever.
Okay.
Kind of like what Outhouse used to do around here. And we had a whole thing like planned. Like we showed up and we took one of their members and like he took his shirt off and he had a big Outhouse logo on his chest and like we would actually write like full on wrestling angles at shows and stuff. And it was pretty cool. And we filmed a lot of skits and a lot of stuff just talking shit back and forth. And that eventually like. I think COVID happened. I think it's why it sizzled out. So like we were when we heard that you said something, I was like, yes, we can bring it back. it's time.
and
It's our
then
time to shine.
then we didn't come back at all.
So the core group of you ours is you, Kibbles and
Messy. Yeah.
Messy. Okay, so
Dwarf Among Midgets.
that's
our band.
that's Outhouse as well, though, right?
Yes.
I know you guys are all part of other bands, and then there's Dwarfs, but
So it's-
Outhouse itself is you guys.
Yeah. So okay.
Is it sinking down?
Yeah, a little bit. It's okay.
Amazon, you suck.
That's all right. So we originally started, our band got together in 2006. So we've been together a long time.
You guys been friends since high school?
Well, not necessarily. So I used to date Kibble's little sister.
Sick.
And that's how we met.
That's always the best love story.
Yeah.
Of bros.
So
Yeah.
So like when I was like 15, I was dating her and I would go to his house and I had just got my first guitar like a year before that. And he was like, "Oh, you got a guitar?" So why don't you come in here? And like he picked up his guitar and we just started messing around. So then she would get mad because every time I went over there, I would go in his room and we'd just hang out and play guitar together and stuff.
Instant friendship.
And we would show each other music and everything else. Because he's like 2 or 3 years older than me.
Okay.
But so
when were you like what? We're talking like 7, 8 to 15. Like when were you dating his sister?
He said 15.
15.
Oh, he did.
He already said that, but follow along. You're good.
He did say a number.
15. Yeah.
Rewind it.
Rewind it. Play that clip back. Oh, you don't do any editing. I forgot. No, I was kidding.
No, I had a friend, but I don't know where he's at now. I think he might have passed away or something.
So that was I was about 15 then. So and then so basically that relationship did not work out. She was crazy, as they all are. Sorry, but
she's
the
crazy.
women are crazy. But
She's nuts.
Oh,
but anyway, so
get away everything that she can throw.
I love it though. I love your nuts. Yeah. That's the thing about. Well, we'll get into that.
But so basically, what happened was, we broke up or whatever, and I didn't talk to Kibbles for a couple of years. And at the time, I knew him as Tony, which is weird to call him that now. But so anyway, so a few years after me and her broke up, he just randomly shows up at my house one day, and it was like a Saturday morning, and I'm just hanging out. Someone's knocking on my door at my mom's house where I live, and it's him. And I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Hey man, you still got a drum set?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You want to jam?" And he comes in and he sits down on drums and I pick up my guitar and we just start jamming. And he was going to be the drummer. We're like, "Let's start a band, dude. That's cool, whatever." Because he plays guitar, bass, drums, anything you put in his hands, he can play. So, which I do a little bit too, but he's like so natural at it, like he never had to learn. But anyways, so then he was like, "All right, cool." And then like we got together like that next week, and he brought his friend Jesse over, and that was messy.
And
he was like, "Yeah, he's going to teach me how to play double bass because I don't know how to play double bass on drums." So he sat down at the drums, and Kibble's like, "I'll pick up this bass." The rest was history. It's like it's crazy.
I could just see the movie, man. Are you guys like creating a movie of your
origin story?
Because that would be sick.
We made a movie
of your origin story.
It wasn't an origin story, but we did make a movie in 2015. It's called Breaking the Dwarf Wall. It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. Check it out.
I'm working on the script for the sequel. The sequel has time travel, multiverses.
Nice.
It's got everything.
Of course, it has multiverses. That's the
everything
thing,
has multiverse.
Yeah,
I've been working on the script since before the multiverse thing was so popular.
Now it's big.
That movie came out in 2015. We already had plans for this one, so like it's been a long time. But that movie is on YouTube. It's an hour and a half. It's a feature length film.
You guys need to cast like little kids that look like you and do your origin story. Because I was as you were explaining it,
we
I was
did talk
thinking,
about doing that. We talked about doing something like a prequel kind of thing,
like a Tenacious D kind of thing. You know?
We did talk about it. But so then what happened was we jammed for a little bit. We learned a bunch of covers, and we started playing open mics at a place called The Other Side downtown.
That was where I had my bachelorette.
The Cozy?
Okay.
The Cozy and the other side?
The Other Side of the Cozy, yeah.
Oh.
They used to do an open mic night every Wednesday, and they would just already have instruments set up there. So we would go down there and just.
Oh, they have instruments ready to go.
Yeah, so we would just pick them up. We just pick up the instruments, and we would just play covers, and that's how we got our start. We would play what's funny is we would play like Guar and Green Jello and like Psycho Stick.
That's like hardcore rock, right? Well, you guys.
Well, so in our 18-year history now, we have opened for Guar. We opened for Psycho Stick multiple times. We joined Green Jello, the Three Little Pigs band. You ever heard of that?
No.
They did a song back in the 90s. It was like a huge.
Wait.
By the hair of my
yeah. I know what you just said.
Music video. Yeah. Me and Kibbles are in that band.
You're in it?
Yeah. So we joined as touring members.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so like basically what he does is like he has like a regional band that he comes like the original lead singer.
Oh, okay.
He goes on tour and he'll be like, "Hey, I got like 5 dates in your area. Are you available?" And we'll just call off work and we'll just go on tour, get on the bus and just go tour with them and stuff. So it's pretty cool.
Rockstar life.
But it's cool because like those are the songs we were playing at The Other Side.
Yeah.
In like 2006.
Full circle.
And it's wild. Deal. Yeah. And then like Guar has always been it's our all of our favorite band together.
Guar's the one that like dresses up, right? With like almost like
all
Road Warrior style stuff.
I got made fun of so bad when I worked at that ink factory because I made the joke. So I'm going to these concerts and Guar was coming up and I was thinking about going,
Dude,
man.
Guar is amazing live. Even if you don't like the music, it's amazing. Theatrical.
Put me down so bad that I was like, God dang, I don't even know.
Are we still 10 minutes? F them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, don't get me wrong.
We're good. We can cuss all you want.
Right
I didn't care about that, but it was just one of those, I don't even know this fucking band, but it was weird.
But yeah, so we got on a first name basis with the lead singer, Dave Brocky. He passed away in 2014, but we were like, he became like kind of our band mentor. Like we would go and like we'd be on the green list and stuff and get in, and he would hang out with us and we'd smoke weed and stuff, and like he would tell us about how shitty record labels are, like typical shit you'd expect from a guy that's been around since the 80s. But yeah, it's a crazy whole story. But so we were only playing covers then. And then Jesse decided he wanted to go on the road to get his trucker's license. So he went out, he left for a year. He came back. I was in another band, and he happened to be driving down the road. We were all outside on a smoke break, and he stopped, and then me and Jesse jammed.
You guys like meant to be together.
And then it was so wild.
Destiny.
And then like we're like, dude, let's get Dwarf back together. Like let's write some music. That was because we didn't do originals at the time. And then I got a hold of Kibbles on MySpace because that was MySpace days.
Jeez.
And I was like, hey, like me and Jesse are jamming. You want to jam next Sunday? And then that was early 2008, and that's when we wrote we wrote 2 songs the first time we all got in the same room together. And then actually, no, we wrote those 2 songs. Me and Jesse wrote those on one night without Kibbles. Kibbles came in, we wrote 2 more the next week. So we had 4 songs down in 2 weeks. And
how long
the chemistry was there.
How long after that did you guys win Battle of the Bands? Is that like
Skankfest?
Yeah.
That was 2019.
Oh, so it was quite some time after.
11 years.
So you guys
after.
have been around quite a long time.
We're turning legal this year. 18 years this year.
Wow.
Ooh, dirty.
Yeah. So it's
So dirty.
yeah, it's
That's awesome.
It's insane that we've been around this long.
But can we rewind to the part where you said that girls were crazy?
I knew you were so fun. Welcome to the show,
Laura's
asshole.
crazy. You jumped in there and said,
I didn't jump in. He said sorry, and I said it's okay.
It's okay. She's crazy.
I think you're the just perfect amount of crazy.
No, I'm not fucking crazy though.
That's not how it came across.
But wait a second now. You're a good kind of crazy.
Well, here's the thing too.
No, we are in the same exact mental capacity.
Just sit there. And
yeah, I'm crazy.
I know. That's my favorite part. This is why I watch the podcast.
For sure.
Oh, I'm nuts.
I like to stir it up.
I know.
As soon as it dies down.
So when
They're talking about us.
If you jump in there and you say, "Oh, Laura's crazy," no, motherfucker, you need to look at yourself in the mirror.
I'm crazy.
Yeah.
I think everybody who listens to this podcast knows that I'm pretty fucking nuts.
So just shut up and don't.
I pee in sinks, Laura. For God's sake, I'm nuts.
For the second time.
Sometimes
today,
that's convenient. Hold on.
Dude, so convenient.
Don't be part of that
Encourage
club.
me. Encourage
Don't
me.
fucking do it.
Depends
He's
on the
gonna encourage
situation.
it. He's
Depends on
gonna
the situation.
listen. I love you to death. Like, listen, you're like the perfect crazy hot level.
I am not crazy.
The Vicky Mendoza diagonal.
Yeah,
I know.
it's a thing. It's a real thing.
Chaotic.
Yes.
If call it what you will. Chaotic.
Okay, but here's the thing. I'm here to talk shit, and you're part of the podcast, so you're not going to be invulnerable to it. I'm sorry.
That's fine. But
I know. I get it.
don't get it. When he says females are crazy and looks at me and says, "Oh, I'm sorry."
What am I supposed to say?
Not saying
Aaron,
you're
I love you.
crazy
You're not crazy at all.
Oh, shut the fuck up! You come in here before the cameras are
That's
rolling.
not true.
And
He's
talk
about to
so
lie.
much
He's
stuff
lying.
about
He's
how
lying.
crazy she is.
He's lying.
He did not say, "Laura, you're crazy." You said she's crazy.
I just want to say one thing. I hope you're happy, Andy Snow, right now when you're listening. I hope this is making you
Smandy
fucking
Schmo,
happy.
isn't it?
No, at this point,
Fuck it.
he's mad because I don't call him out anymore. So
Oh, now we're using full names. All right.
I just call him out.
So
He enjoys this banter that we have
Oh,
together. Yeah.
this is pretty much the
bickering.
segment we were talking about.
I like the banter. Yeah,
if you
that's
want to
good.
call it bickering,
I would call it bickering over banter.
As long as there's no knives involved.
time out. A banter
I
sounds.
don't recall this at all.
It's on video. We
Episode
talk about it
16.
all the time we talk about it.
Episode 16. It
I've heard
happened.
the
I
story.
watched it.
I would like to.
That's
see.
when we stopped podcasting. Actually,
I've heard it called back to. I didn't know what episode it was though, but
I think
It was
is.
back
It's
in his
16.
dad's when we was
Yeah,
still at his dad's
episode.
house. Go ahead.
I said it. I said it already so many times.
Yeah. Okay. That's not true. I want a lawyer
I was there. I don't need
Why?
it.
because that's
We don't
not
need a
true.
lawyer when it's on video.
That's not true.
He's gonna be like, "Well, shut case. Thank you very much. Thanks for paying me that money."
Stop.
I don't. He's the one that says it.
this
I
is
don't
what I was
say it.
hoping for.
All the
Somebody's
time.
gonna be like, in the state of Indiana.
Somebody, the 3 people that listen to this fucking
Yeah.
podcast. I don't think
Stop,
so.
'cause that didn't happen.
Hmm?
That didn't happen.
Okay, we'll stop.
So Dead air.
I'll beat your ass.
This is fun.
I hope you would. So, you definitely have to change your oil. You know how it's a joke that I don't change my oil?
Yes.
Okay, so I moved my car today.
Oh wow.
Uh-oh. Is that why it's in the garage?
Yeah, I moved my car to get the truck out, and I was like, I'm walking back out to my driveway, and I'm like, those oil spots seem weird. They're quite a lot of them in like a lot of places.
There's quite a lot of them.
Like random. I'm like, there should be oil in the back of my car. Like, what's going on? So like, I look
Oil
under my
pan?
car, and there's just oil, like from apparently me going 60 miles an hour down the road. There's oil that's been spraying out.
Just
Nice.
blow a
Full on
gasket.
line. Well, yeah, that's why. So I pull it in, and I'm like, oh, I pulled a stick, and I'm like, well, there's no oil in it right now. So I pull it in, and I look, and I see it's coming out of the filter, and the filter is so rusted and cracked that it's coming out of the filter. It exploded. The filter
You're
exploded.
lucky your engine didn't seize up.
Yeah, well, I caught it in time. Yeah, I mean, I'm really, really lucky, but I haven't changed the oil in like 100,000 miles.
Yeah, that's always good.
So,
That's crazy.
yeah, it is
Change
crazy.
What
Oil
kind of
in my
oil
car?
is that? That's what I want to switch in my truck.
Dude,
Right.
O'Reilly's high mileage. I use it. I use it religiously, man. $24 for 5 quarts. It works like a charm.
Apparently.
I got 400,000 miles on my car. Prove it.
Did you use any oil in my car?
O'Reilly's high mileage oil.
Recently?
Topped her off, baby. Yeah. That leaking
Topped her
son
off.
of a bitch.
Topped her off because he doesn't change it. He just continuously adds more.
Yeah, because it ends up on our garage floor, so I don't need to worry about changing it.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
It's just
Huh.
insane.
So cheap.
Yeah, when it comes to cars.
Yeah. My window doesn't roll down, and every time
Oh
I
my
hit
gosh,
a
I
bump,
never
it
hear
says
the end of that.
rear hatch open.
Not anymore. I closed the hatch.
That's why I lease my car. Because
You lease?
I get free oil changes.
We thought about getting a Tesla lease,
That's
but
nice.
she doesn't want to do
Actually,
it.
I say that. I just bought my lease out like less than a month ago.
What do you drive?
It's a 21 Toyota Corolla.
Toyota's a good car.
Yeah. It's an Apex edition. There's only 600 of them in the world. It's pretty dope.
That's that Gwar money.
Yeah, dude, this dude's
We didn't make
special
anything
as
playing for
fuck.
Gwar. We just got to play for a huge arena.
You get a lot of exposure, though, doing the stuff
Yeah.
you guys do.
That was the biggest show we ever played. Well,
Skank Fest.
Skankfest, yeah.
Fest.
I'm sure Messi talked about Skankfest when he was here.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I listen to that
That's his favorite,
podcast
yeah.
every week, so I love the
Yeah.
Skanks.
Yeah,
That's
that
one
was-
of my favorite. We were listening to it on the way to Peru.
That was a lot of fun.
You listened
Jay
to the
Okerson?
podcast when. Oh, I thought you meant you listened to the podcast that
Legion of Skanks.
when Messi was here.
Oh yeah, all the
my own
time.
podcast
Just
every
over.
week.
That's the one I play over and over. That's my go-to.
Yeah, like,
it's
that's what-
Monday, baby. Put that bad boy on.
Let me hear Messi.
Yeah.
just want to hear his voice, man. It's him. He probably replays it in the car. I just
have-
want to be his friend,
I
man.
have said that I can't keep a straight face around that fucking guy.
Oh, I can't either.
He
Yeah.
walks in, and I don't care what he does. It's just
Like I said, he
Attached to my
turns
tickle
me
bone.
into a character. Like
He's
I can't
ridiculous.
be the same guy around him. It's weird. I don't know. That's why. I mean, that's why we work as a band. It's our chemistry, you know. But yeah, I love Messi to death. But he wants to be like Legion of Skanks, and I'm like, we can't say that.
No,
we
oh
can't
my
say
gosh.
the stuff they say.
Yeah,
They're at that level. We're not that level. Like it's like it's.
They say
you
this
can
is
tell that
crazy.
the only
shit
thing holding
ever.
him back is everybody around him, though.
Yeah,
he
100%.
he seems like the type of guy that there is no.
He's doing his own podcast.
Is he?
A solo podcast.
Oh no.
A side project.
Jeez, you guys are.
And he's doing it because otherwise I censor him. There's sometimes I'll cut an entire segment out of the shit that he says.
Be like, oh, you got it.
He just says some shit. I'm like, dude, we're gonna get canceled. There's no way. And we're in a band called Dwarf Among Midgets. Like we can push the boundaries, but we can't go that far. you know?
He does seem like in that group like Jay Okerson. Like Jay
yeah.
Okerson doesn't
And he
pull any punches.
And that's the whole thing is like those guys, like they started their own podcast network and everything else. Like
Yeah.
they can say whatever they want, and
Whatever
they
they
say some
want.
wild shit,
They say
especially
some-
for being 2024. Like some
Wild.
shit that you would not. Yeah,
Jew shit all the time. I mean, constantly about the Jews. They take shot at Jews.
it's ridiculous. But like,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, we're just not at that level yet. You know, maybe one day we'll get there, and then you can say whatever you want. But like, as of right now. I don't want the algorithm to kill us because of something he said. You know what I mean?
I think that's where we're at.
A couple episodes ago, Jay Okerson was imitating Andrew Dice Clay in like tragedy situations. He's like, now what if Andrew Dice Clay was the bartender, like the shooting? He's like, hey, put the gun down. It's the shit like that.
But see, my thing is like, okay, with comedy, it's like there's actually a skit that we're working on. It's kind of funny. Where I'll have a whiteboard, and it's almost like the Vicky Mendoza diagonal. It's like, well, it has to be. It can only be if it's this offensive. It has to be at least this funny.
Right.
But if it's this offensive and only this funny, you don't say it.
Yeah.
But if it's this funny and only a little bit offensive, it has to just fall on that diagonal, and then you're good. And we're working on
that'd be a funny video.
But see, that doesn't sound like a skit. That's reality.
It is reality.
It's what's scary.
But the Vicky Mendoza thing is funny and is reality.
Right, no,
but the idea for the skit came from a real life conversation that I had with Jesse before we started this podcast. I was like, all right. Look,
so it wasn't Kibbles that you needed. It was Jesse.
Kibbles is fucked. Like his brain is probably worse than Jesse's, but he knows when
he can censor.
Yeah, exactly. He knows when to say it. But the thing is, like, as long as it's funny, then I'm okay with it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
If there's something funny, I don't care if it's this, like I said, if it's this offensive, as long as it's this funny, then it's okay. But when it's not funny and it's just offensive,
right?
It doesn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As long as it's funny, I'm cool. But if it's just offensive for the sake of being offensive, that's like 7th grade edgelord shit, and I'm not a fan of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to have some kind of thought behind it.
If there's a punchline, and then and it's good, then whatever. I'll tell you a perfect example. 2019, picture it. 2018.
Oh shit! I just pictured 2019 though.
Yeah, now I got to
Maybe it was 2019.
Hold on.
It does matter.
Let me smell some almonds.
One of those years, it was right when the Me Too movement was skyrocketing all over the place.
All right.
Everybody was getting
back in
canceled.
it. I'm back
I want to
in
say
it
it was 18.
Okay.
It was right at the height of that whole thing. Everybody was getting canceled left and right. We play a show at the Melody Inn, the historic Melody Inn in Indianapolis, Indiana. And that's what they call it, the historic Melody Inn, because it's been around like 100 years. And they do a thing called Punk Rock Night every Saturday. They got punk bands coming in. So just for some context, the week after we played there, oh shit, I can't think of that. The Murder Junkies played. You guys probably don't know who that is, but the Murder Junkies was once led by Gigi Allen. You know who that is?
Yep.
He used to throw shit on people.
Yep.
And he was the most offensive dude ever on stage.
Yep.
His band, the Murder Junkies, played the week after us. That just for some context. So we go up there, we play a couple of our songs. And we played with this one promoter specifically who was in a band. He promoted shows, and he had never heard us before. I loved his band. I was like, you guys are awesome, whatever. Anyways, he was filming the whole show. We get up there, we play last because we've been around for a long time. We drew a big crowd. And we play our first song. It's called You Ain't Ready for This, but your kids are going to love it. Back to the Future reference. The whole song is a rockabilly song, and it's about taking advantage of a woman. But it's a joke. It's played off as a joke on misogyny. That's why it's rockabilly, because it's like that 50s mindset of, oh, I'm going to go out and do whatever I want. And it's really obvious that it's satire. But anyways, there's a part in the song. Like I said, as long as it's funny.
He's doing a lot of justification before it gets there. It better be good,
Here's the
man.
thing. We got canceled from playing Indianapolis for like 3 years. The entire city. And
damn.
I'll get there. So
Entire city.
So we play this song, and there's a punchline in this song. I know you guys have probably never listened to our band, but there's a part of the song.
That's not true.
You've listened to it. I've listened to it.
Well, anyway, I was just giving you shit. But there's a part in the song, the punchline, in the bridge. I say, we get back to my place and blah blah blah. She wouldn't take it up her pooper, so like I knocked her out and I had my way. That's the punchline at the end. Obviously, a joke.
You would go ahead.
Obviously, a joke,
right.
right?
Is it though?
But the whole song is it's like made it back to my place. It's like really like old school. It's the whole thing is a riff on misogyny in general.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be outlandish and ridiculous. So anyways, as soon as we played that song, I got to that part and I saw the promoter guy, he just packs up his camera. Didn't even record our set. He recorded everybody else's and he just left. And I'm like, all right, whatever, fuck that guy. I don't care. So I had added him on Facebook, or he added me or something a couple days before that. The next day, I post a meme. Do you guys ever play Call of Duty?
Of course.
Like Modern Warfare 2 back in the day, the terminal, right? The airport airport map.
I'm following.
There was a meme that was a woman sitting next to the window in an airport hangar. And the next frame was the sniper scope in that map up on her head, and it said she'll never see it coming. And like that dude got on my post, and they ended up with like 500 comments on there because he was calling us rapists and calling us all kinds of shit. He commented on there, I was like, something about me, like my stance on violence against women or something. And I'm like, what are you talking about at all? Like, this is a joke. It's a Call of Duty reference. Like, what are you even doing? And he's like, well, after that set on Saturday, I don't know what to think of you anymore. And I'm like, well, what does that mean? And he's like, you're talking about rape and you guys are rape apologists and all this stuff. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's just taking it way too far, like super white knight, like virtue signaling shit pisses me off. But anyway, so
They do that.
It literally turned into him, because he heard that one song, it turned into him putting up our name all over social media, talking to every other promoter in indie, telling venues not to book us because we're rapists, and like it got way out of hand.
Could you like sue him for defamation or anything like that? I don't know.
Possibly.
I mean, you're not a rapist, right?
The sad thing, I mean,
Over one song and a meme.
all that shit though, if you, I mean, obviously it sounds like it's starting to bite certain people in the ass, but the ones that aren't the issue, the ones that are making a joke or are making a stand in the right way, that will come back tenfold, you would think, and when enough time's passed, you know.
Yeah, we just got invited back to play Punk Rock Night, actually, like a few months back.
Really?
And we're going on. So my buddy Shep, he runs a podcast out of Indy called the Midweek Crisis, and it's like in the middle of the week. It is a live podcast. He also promotes shows and he does photography and stuff. And he's been booking at the Mel for years. And we're going on that May 1st. Actually, all of Dwarf will be on that podcast. But he actually just hit us up like a few months back and was like, "Hey, we want to get you back in here. That dude's no longer here anymore, and like fuck him. We don't like him anyway." So like,
He got too woke.
maybe. I don't know. It got to.
I hope you sell out. I hope it's fucking
go
wall to wall.
Well,
People
you
are
should
tweeting.
go.
Here's the thing. I turned the show down. My principles, goddammit. But
Yeah,
no,
fuck them.
Well, eventually we'll go back. I think we had to turn it down for some other reason, but I was like, I don't know if I want to play it anyway because it got a bad bad vibe from that. But either way, that dude, like, I don't even know what he does anymore. I don't think he promotes anymore or anything. But at the time he was promoting all over the place in his band. He was in multiple bands and stuff. I'm not going to say his name on here, but like he was just like
No one listens.
slandering us
Slander him.
everywhere.
You can put an S in front of his name.
Yeah,
That's
we
what
do.
we like to do.
We do.
His initials are JS. Let's say that.
Okay.
What's funny is
Jack shit.
he goes by that online. He goes by JS. But anyways, you could probably find him.
We
with
could
that.
Google it now.
smack, smish.
Anyways,
smack, smish.
yeah, fuck that guy. That's what I gotta say. But anyways, I don't even know why I was telling that story. But we did get we straight up.
We was talking about Messi and how you had to pull him
We straight
back.
up got. Oh yeah. So there. I
got you. I'm
that's what
following.
ended up happening. So okay,
You got this?
like
All right.
2-3 months after that, I want to say it was 2018. Okay, now that I remember this, a few months after that, we played a show in Logansport. There used to be this really big band around here called A Failed Escape, and they were like my idols when I was like 14. I was like, I want to be in a band and they did like fun punk rock stuff with comedy, and I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. And like they were a local band. Well, anyways, the lead singer of that band now owns a record store in Logansport called The Record Farm.
Oh.
And
So many record stores. People buy records?
yes, yeah,
Yeah, a few.
It's come
Every
back.
once in a while.
Shit.
But he also owns a place called Bonus Pints in Logansport. It's like an arcade bar. It's dope.
that's cool.
And they do shows and stuff there.
I like that name, Bonus Pints.
Bonus Pints, yeah, it's
That's
cool
Yeah?
for a barcade.
He's just smiling over there.
So-
So cute.
It's cool.
So-
Bonus Pints instead of bonus points.
Yeah,
It's neat.
it's clever. It's clever.
It is clever. It's cute.
That's
I
Matt
like it.
Swisher
I
out of
wanna go.
Logansport. Yeah, he's the man. But anyway, so we did a show at the Record Farm. I was attached to a theater, and I just came on here. I'm just talking. I've been
Go
talking
ahead.
nonstop. This is
You
crazy.
have a lot to say. It's wonderful.
I'm just, you asked
Is
me
it
about,
so what? You don't have to
You're
do
here to save the
anything?
show.
you asked
You
me
don't
about
have to do anything? Is this what this is about?
You asked me about the origin of the band, and this is a big
Yeah,
part
this
of
is
it.
the whole origin story.
This was a big portion of it. There's Skankfest and this, and then the beginning.
Yeah.
There was a couple other spots in there that are like
You can
key
combine
moments in
it
our
with
18 years.
Messi's now.
Well, you know what? This
But-
is what we need this for a podcast. It's wonderful.
If anybody cares about my band Dwarf Among Midgets, this is the biography.
This is
section.
it.
But no,
Listen
so-
to it.
A few
Getting an
months-
exclusive right here on the Take It to 24 podcast.
So I'm bringing it all full circle to if as long as there's a joke that I'm okay with it being far. You know what I mean? If you take
Yeah.
it too far, it's got to be funny at least.
That's the name of the game.
So a few months after that, we played at the Record Farm. Failed Escape came back. It was like their first show forever. And it was like a one big like 20th anniversary thing, one big show off. They haven't done anything since. We opened the show, or we played in the middle. We were one of the bands playing before them. Our first time playing with them because they broke up like right when we got together, basically. So it was pretty cool. I got up on stage, and in the middle of that song, you ain't ready for this. It breaks in right before I say I knocked her out and had my way. There's a bass break, And I always make Kibbles play it forever, and I always like talk shit or whatever. I'll introduce this or whatever. And during that show, I snapped and I started ranting about that dude in Indy. And I was telling everybody, I was like, they think we're fucking rapists and all that. And it was a sold out place. It was like a crowd, as far as you can see. And I was just like, they called us rapists and I'm a fucking blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, they don't understand comedy and blah, blah, blah. Like I went on for like fucking 4 straight minutes just talking shit and ripping that guy a new asshole. But like I went on and on about all this stuff and like the whole thing. And I was like, anyways, but at the end of the day, we're not pro rape. Amateur at best. And we were back into the song. So that's a rape joke, but that's funny. That's good.
It's funny.
And Jesse came up with that. So he hits a diamond in the rough every once in a while. That's why I'm like, I'm not, obviously it's not rape. There's nothing funny about rape. You know what I mean? There's nothing funny about it. That's where we come in. That's why there's a punchline. You know what I mean?
Right.
I feel like anything can be joked about as long as it's done with tact. You know what I mean? Like just saying "ha rape," that's not funny.
For sure, yeah.
Just saying "ha rape," like rape is not funny. But if there's a joke, it's a joke. You know what I mean? We're not pro rape, amateur at best.
Yeah.
Which is it's funny because we're leaning into it, but it's a funny line. But anyway, so that was a really long way to get back to as long as there's a punchline, taking it too far.
And then you start playing and you going into. And we knocked her out and did it.
Yeah. It went right into that line.
That's funny.
Another funny story. I was married once and I'm divorced now.
That's hilarious.
I asked her to marry me on stage during that break, right before I said that. There's a video
and
online.
then you said it?
Yep.
You use that moment in time to do a lot of things.
Yeah. It's hilarious. It's so funny. Like, like my mom came out. Everybody was there, like, because they all knew I was going to propose on stage. They didn't know where. And I did it during that song. And then afterwards, she was like, she was just like, it's like, yeah, it was cool, but like,
did she
why
get the
during
joke?
that song? Yeah, she got it. I mean,
she's like, why during that song?
She wouldn't be married if she didn't get the joke. She wouldn't have said yes. You know what I mean? But at that point, we'd been together.
That's true.
We were together like 8 years at that point, and then we got married.
Holy shit!
We got married, and then we split up after 1.5 years. So
yep, been there.
Marriage does that.
Yeah, I feel like when you're together that long and you don't pull the trigger.
There's a reason. There's a reason.
I say 8 years. 4 years, and then we took like a 4-year break. Another 4 years, and then.
So this is like a decade and a half.
She was my high school. She was the one I started dating right after Kibble's sister. So yeah, it was a long time.
That's a long relationship. Before we're at 10 years almost, and we were
been together 10 years, married 9.
Yeah, this like coming up in two.
But
2
see,
weeks.
all this arguing that you do on the podcast, that's what's keeping you together. Because me and her never fought.
Yeah,
and then it all came out at the end, and we. And
I mean, we don't
hate that bitch.
We don't go to bed angry.
I wouldn't call that arguing.
Yeah,
what we just did.
You got to bicker a little bit.
That's pretty normal.
What I'm saying. You got to bicker a little bit.
For sure. She's my best friend though, so
good.
It helps.
He's my best friend.
I'm happy for you.
We literally like talk about everything. Like there's nothing that we hide. Like we speak on it.
That's
you
good.
know, like if I'm doing something that's aggravating him, he tells me. If he's doing something that's aggravating me,
you throw a knife at him.
Certainly tell him. That
we became a unit
happened.
pretty quick. We became a unit pretty quick in our like just became just like one blob.
That's how. Yeah. If you think about it, I mean,
one blob.
I've
same account.
Also, I've been married twice and 3 times now, but before.
How many times?
I've been married 3 times.
3 times a job.
So
I'll never.
Why? Because the other two. Go.
The other two had been like really long engagement or not engagement relationships. There's a reason that you wait so long. Aaron and me. We went on our first date.
Yeah, you can tell. You can tell in the podcast. He's all sad and shit, and then he gets happier and happier.
Yeah, well, I was in a bad place. But a year ago Saturday, we went on our first date. So
lots of jelly
now we're
roll.
married.
I hope she never accidentally tosses anything in your direction.
She punches me. She does hit me.
Oh, I was adjusting
a lot, and
we've
we've talked about it. She thinks it's funny. She thinks it's justifiable. I think abuse is abuse. But just because I'm a big guy doesn't mean I deserve to get hit in the face. Okay,
that's true.
So whatever.
Oh my God.
And now she's not here to defend herself, but I'm gonna call her out on it. If you say boo and she punches you in the fucking throat, that's still abuse.
I can see Aaron just punching.
Well, bam.
Yeah.
She always here lately. She's not even hiding it anymore. She's just like, "Oh, you motherfucker!"
Yeah, she's getting ready to she's getting ready to file the papers. She's tired of your shit.
No. I think we're gonna make it through it all. I'm just gonna have a few less teeth.
I don't know. We were at the parade the other day and people were talking.
Speaking of the parade, I didn't know you were there. I'm sorry. Did you see me looking like a fucking?
Did you go to the Roosterville parade?
No.
No, I didn't. I didn't have his address to send the invite.
I didn't know anything about a parade. So.
Yeah,
My mom made
there
us
was
go.
a big parade.
Little
in
League parade
Roosterville.
opening day.
It happens every year.
Yeah.
It's always freezing cold, even
It
though
usually-
a week ago it was 80 degrees.
Last
out.
year it was snowing. It snowed that day, later that day.
They throw candy in the middle of the street, and dude, listen. After the last fucking ride goes, they wait no time for traffic to just go boom right down that fucking thing, and the candy just gets smashed and kids get hit. It's crazy.
Nobody gets hit. Nobody gets hit.
I'm surprised.
But I did not see
I'm
it.
surprised. You laugh though.
Because the way you say it.
What?
And kids get hit, it's crazy.
Nobody gets hit at the Roosterville Little League parade. And with,
Prove it.
with candy, they do. Because
You should have seen us trying to leave.
Yeah, they blocked it out. I mean,
Brandon looked at me, he goes, "This is exactly what it would be like if it was the end of the world. Only way faster."
dude, every road I went down was blocked. It was like, what the fuck is happening? I need to go away from Roosterville.
but only for 15 minutes. Like,
No, after the parade.
I know, but 15 minutes after the parade, then it's just business as usual.
No, it's not.
a shit
My
ton of
mom said
candy.
it took her 30 minutes to get from her parking spot to the end there when for your
Oh.
opening day
She was going to
ceremony.
the game. She
The
was
opening
going
day
to
the
ceremony.
Now the ballpark itself gets fucking crazy all day because I mean
That's
there's
too
a-
much. That's too much.
We were just trying to.
I'd rather go to a Gore concert.
It's
I'll be
almost
honest
a
with
Gore
you.
concert with a bunch of little kids though. I mean
That's what I'm
they
saying.
get
I'd
viral
rather
on
go
them.
to it was like a drink or something there. Like what the hell, man? It was horrible. It was so cold.
It was cold.
And you didn't say hi to us. We
I
were
didn't
waving.
see
We were
you.
yelling.
I'm sorry.
You were just like I don't know
10,000
those
people. I'm supposed to pick 2 people out that said I'm not coming.
I talked to at least 10 people that I knew. 10.
I'm sure you did.
1, 2. They were all in my head though.
We saw somebody we knew.
Yeah, I stole her bag.
Yeah, he
Dude,
ran out, stole our candy, and
she
ran
had his
away.
candy bag and she sat down and she's getting her chairs. She didn't see us. I just ran over and grabbed it.
So you're
And then
the one.
Janet's back the other way.
My daughter's still crying because some fucking punk.
I
came up-
gave it back. I gave it back quickly.
It was funny.
Enough to give her a little bit of a heart attack.
She-
What the fuck? Why would you take someone's candy? Newport upgrade. I'm gonna sell it to get Newports.
I was going to get my basics, but
Cools.
Cools. That's what it was. Cools.
Cool. Are you a smoker?
It's a Newport
No.
kind of night.
You don't smoke?
Not at all.
Does Courtney smoke?
Nope. Well,
for her.
wait, smoke what?
No, I get no.
What are we
See,
talking about here?
You know what? That's how you can always. That's how I used to be able
there's
to tell.
always that question. Wait a minute.
I
Hold
always
up.
used to be able to tell when people be like, "Do you smoke?" I'd be like, "Smoke what?" And they'd be like, "Oh,
Yeah,
you're
so-
part of the club."
Nah, no smoker. She used to be a cigarette smoker, but she has terrible asthma. So then she switched to vapes, which didn't help her asthma at all. And then she just quit cold turkey like 2 years ago, I think.
Good.
So
Laura's
she's
about
been-
to quit.
She's been doing much better.
She also has high anxiety, apparently.
Oh, she has. Yeah, she's. Yeah,
I felt so bad that day.
yeah. It's okay.
But
She's got. Yeah,
What day do you
That's
switch
the
some
Santa
up?
Claus thing.
that's why she partakes. In
She-
the other thing we were just talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
Like, it
yeah,
helps
yeah.
with that. Yeah.
She had to
Helps with
step
anxiety.
outside and partake that
Yeah.
day because
Yeah.
she was freaking out.
Yeah.
Man, it helps.
Yeah.
Mushrooms do too.
Well, she's real little too, and you're pretty big, so she's.
Well, I know, but she wrote the fucking script. She knew it was coming.
Well, Jordan wrote the script technically.
Oh, you mean when you slam down your
Yeah,
hands?
yeah.
Yeah, I know. She's just like I said. She's got.
Oh,
I don't know what it is, but PTSD or something.
PTSD.
No,
Laura,
it was all good. I just
where are you going?
I was just thinking about her having that anxiety.
then we had to
attack.
put her in
I
a
felt bad
booster
for
seat.
her.
That was
That was sad.
She's 4'11". She's one. She's Danny DeVito size.
I can't believe she's that tiny. Every
She's-
time.
she's one
She
in-
always wears big heels. So
Yeah, yeah. She has Crocs that have platforms on them. It's ridiculous.
that's just crazy.
She's 1 inch from being a legal dwarf, which I'm like,
I have a best
but
friend.
that would've worked
that's
out well
big.
for you.
yeah, I know. She's the dwarf.
just tell her to hunch down whenever she's at the shows.
Yeah, it's so funny because like she's a full foot shorter than me. It's like when she takes her shoes off, she's like, like
How do you
it's
guys
insane.
69?
It's hard.
Yeah,
real
something's hard.
Well, it has to be. I mean, that's the only way it gets there.
Yeah, I mean,
this is proportions.
what is it with you and 69ing?
It's fun.
You haven't brought that
I
up
was
in a long time.
I was waiting for something like that to come. up.
I talk to you and you're just
I'm a private individual.
He's a new guest. Like, I has to be 69, bro.
I'm pretty private when it comes to most stuff too. I'll make jokes all day though.
I was just trying. I was just trying to figure out how that would work. Like, it wouldn't. I'd be like, okay, come back this way.
Yeah.
You know?
You always get that neck cramp because you got to lean in so far.
I don't like seeing you imagining holding someone else.
Why wasn't imagining?
I see you.
Like,
I
wait,
see you.
like holding?
I was
You
like
were literally
imagining.
holding an imaginary.
Yeah, but it wasn't. I
something.
wasn't actually imagining a real person. I was just
Yeah,
imagining like
saw
a 4 foot
you.
block.
No.
Oh, okay. There you
No,
go.
you were.
No, I really was.
holding a person.
Are you trying to
That's
kill
what
me?
you
Is that an
Yeah.
imaginary
You trying to
hair?
kill me?
Imaginary hair?
What the hell was that?
That's Jesus coming down because you lied to your wife.
That's not true. I really wasn't like, okay, whatever. I'm not gonna.
Can't wait to go home and tell Courtney.
That was
You
imaginary.
were imagining
Yeah.
her.
He was imagining in front of his
I
wife.
heard the story.
Yeah.
We have a
69ing
guest.
her.
That's why we can't have guests because you're
See how
imagining
far out I
fucking
was
their girl.
This
That's
far.
horrible.
My hands were all the way out here, anyways.
Wow, Brandon, that's just so wrong.
And you wonder why things happen.
What things?
Knives getting thrown.
Is that what she was referring to? Because if you were referring to that, then you obviously did it.
She remembers.
I didn't do anything.
Yo, it's like the Clue. Like Laura did it in Dad's upstairs room with a knife.
That didn't happen.
Pull the cards.
I feel like
Okay, I know you don't
you're
edit.
setting me
I'm going to
up.
need you to edit the clip in right here.
The clip in right here.
Yeah, that would be the way to
This
do
would
it.
be a great time.
That'd be the way to roll
Okay.
a clip. Roll that beautiful my footage.
You see,
I don't
that
have any
would
words.
Involve
I don't have like I don't have
professionalism.
any. Yeah, professionalism, and then I don't have any like, I don't have any good song sounds that would go. Maybe this one. Making magic. Or this one.
Do it!
There we go. We'll put it in there. We'll put it right there.
Oh shit!
I don't have soundboards
Yeah,
anymore.
I got to work on that because I got my new little thing and it has sounds built into it, but I need to add some sounds to it.
Yeah,
'cause
you
now
can
I
add
have a
to it.
soundboard now. I was just using like a recording interface, like from what I had before. But I ended up getting like an actual podcasting interface, which is pretty dope.
Can you say what your actual job is without saying your actual job? Like, what do you do for a living?
Oh, I actually just started a new job this month. I work for AT&T.
Oh, cool.
What?
I sell fiber internet.
Oh, nice. That's
Nope.
how we met.
Stop for real.
Right?
Yeah, we met doing
Fiber
that.
optics, like AT&T Uverse.
No, no fiber, like the business fiber. Uverse is a little different.
Yeah, that's
Uverse is
back
like
in the
DSL
day.
stuff.
I mean, way back in the day.
But
We
what do you
met-
mean you met?
This is
We met selling AT&T Uverse together.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I just started that at the beginning of the month. So
Cool. Oh yeah.
I don't
You're a
think.
salesman by trade, or is that what you?
Yeah, I mean, I before this, I was doing. I worked the parts department at McGonigal for a couple months.
Oh, really?
Just in between,
Yeah.
because I have a lot of car dealership experience. Before that, I worked for Guitar Center actually.
Okay.
So that was business sales. I would sell to venues, recording studios, churches,
Gotcha.
schools.
So you are a
business to
salesman.
business.
You're a salesman.
I sold music gear. They dissolved that department. That's why I had to find something else. Before that, yeah, I've sold cars. I worked for Guitar Center overall, like 3 different tenures, like 8-9 years.
Oh wow.
Before all that, I managed the KFC here in town.
Which one?
I was actually both at different times.
So
really?
why'd they do away with the popcorn chicken?
Yeah, she's got. Yeah, talk to the manager.
I don't
He
know.
said
That
a
was-
long
that was
time
after I
ago.
left. Yeah,
Talk to the manager about it.
yeah, that was after I left.
That's why he left,
It's
and they were
probably-
like, "Now's the time."
Yeah, I don't know.
This is
I did
bullshit.
I spent almost a decade at KFC though.
That's
love
crazy. I love that
popcorn
buffet.
chicken.
How old are you?
I'll be 37 this year. I started at KFC.
You're
when-
younger than me.
Apparently, I don't know. How old
That's
are
so
you?
cool. I'm so old, dude. I'm 38 this year.
Okay, yeah. But I started KFC when I was like 18. Actually, the same year that Dwarf got together.
38.
At one point, all 3 members of Dwarf worked at KFC, which is pretty cool.
I bet they.
Hold on, clip that moment. She just figured out I'm gonna be 38 years old.
Old man.
Hey, fuck you.
She's like, wait a second, you're gonna be 38.
I'm 39. Eat a dick.
When's that life insurance policy mature?
Extra butter and salt on my popcorn.
I don't know. Can you? You're get out of the frame. Hey, you can put extra butter and salt on it.
Well, I don't know how.
Well, you gotta wait then.
I put butter on my popcorn.
I don't know, dude. Get out of here.
Please help me.
You gotta wait. We got like 20 minutes left.
Okay.
It's been a while since we've had a guest.
I can smell the popcorn now. That little shit. Fuck. Oh, speaking of
Smells
little
buttery.
shit.
You can't post that. You have to edit him out and blur him out because he was in his underwear.
Listen. We're in the damn checkout lane. We're in the checkout lane, and
Why are
he
you
points.
touching me?
He points at People
Stop
magazine,
fucking touching me.
and one guy in the middle, he's like, "This guy kind of looks like the Never Gonna Give You Up guy," and I'm like, "BJ, don't start singing that song." And the dude just starts going, "Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down." I'm like, BJ,
Don't get
stop
copyrighted.
singing that song. And he sang it like 3 more times
think
to
it was
where
a
I
different
caught
key.
myself going, "You son of a bitch, BJ! You son of a bitch!"
Your son Rick rolled you in the middle of the grocery
He
aisle.
did it all the time. He does it all the time. He starts singing that stupid song. You're like, "Oh, it's gonna be in my head now."
So we actually, part of our set, not to bring it back to Dwarf, but we
Bring it back to Dwarf.
we have a Rickroll song, and what we do is there's a mashup on YouTube that is "Smells Like Teen Spirit" by Nirvana, the music, but it has Rick Astley vocals over it. So we play the music for Nirvana, and then when the vocals come in, I sing Rick Astley over it. So we Rickroll the crowd every time we play it.
I love that.
It's fantastic.
fun.
I love that song.
So everybody's like, "Oh yeah, you're doing Nirvana, that's cool." And then I'm like, "We're no friends to know." They're like, "Wait, what?" Yeah, it sounds cool. It
That
goes
would
right
probably
with it.
piss me off. Well,
It
I don't
goes
know
right
because
with
I hate Nirvana, so I'd be happy not to listen to
See,
Nirvana.
I love Nirvana, but I hate that song. Like, Smells Like Teen Spirit's not my thing.
Still smells like popcorn. Is
Yeah,
what it
I still
smells
smell
like.
popcorn.
This is
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
But Nirvana's just not it for me. I can't handle them.
But you listen to Jelly Roll?
Hey, fuck you! I told you. I told you.
He brought it up earlier.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
Okay.
I fucking
See, he
hate
doesn't
Jelly
listen to
Roll
me
so much.
either.
Yeah.
You know, he listened to Jelly Roll. I figured out when he was like sad,
Hey, I told you.
and now that he's happy,
I still listen.
he doesn't
Jelly.
listen to it very.
I still listen to Jelly Roll. I just haven't listened to his new album.
Yeah, because he's not sad anymore.
I still listen. I still like Jelly
Sad
Roll.
music.
It helped me. It was very therapeutic.
I need a
Dick.
flavor.
Yeah, is that what I was saying the other
Yeah.
day? KFC barbecue.
See, Messi likes Jelly Roll, and I give him shit all the time.
Messi
about
likes Jelly Roll.
That's
I think
why
it's
me
just
and him
big
get
dudes.
along.
Big dudes like Jelly Roll. They're like, "Yeah, go, go, bro, go."
People who've been through some shit like it. Okay,
it. He looks like me.
Yeah, right.
One of us-
Finally,
we
one of us is doing something with our lives. Don't eat the potato chips, bro.
Yeah,
not nice.
I just can't. I can't do it.
What's not nice?
Don't eat the potato chips, bro.
So was that at the what bar was that? Was that like not funny
yeah,
but just offensive?
yeah.
Okay, edit that out.
I tortured myself going. I listened to a Jelly Roll album at one point. and
I
couldn't
tortured
do it.
myself.
Well, the thing is, I don't ever want to talk shit about something until I know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Well,
You
hey,
know what I
that's
mean?
that's
not
respectable.
for everybody.
I will always
That's
give it a-
respectable.
I listened to the new Taylor Swift album the other day.
Did you like it?
No,
Nails on a chalkboard.
it's
So bad.
I like some Taylor Swift.
I
You
there's
do?
some.
I do like some Taylor
There's
Swift.
some.
What song?
I can't think of any off the top
Bad
of my head,
Blood?
but there are some, but like
Baby got bad blood. That one?
Swifties annoy the hell out of me for one thing.
Oh,
but
okay.
I
He's
listen
not
to
admitting
I
it.
listen to the new album, and it's just it's awful.
It's too much.
It just sounds like literally what it is. Like, what's the title? It's something about poetry or something. It literally sounds like she took a bunch of poetry and then had pre-made instrumentals and then just made up melodies as she recorded it. Like, it just, and it's all the same. Like, it all feels mono.
It's all the same song, just on a different album.
Yeah, and but everybody's like, "Oh yeah, but the lyrics sound like something somebody like a 7th grader wrote in their poetry class." Like, it's not. Sorry,
pretty
I don't mean to come on here. Just
No, you're not. Don't say sorry.
it drove me crazy. I listened to it's like a double album, and I listened to the whole thing. Like, well, not all of it. There's some songs I skipped. I skimmed the whole album.
Yeah.
You know, because I want.
Well, yeah, you don't want to. You give it a couple, 30 seconds. 30,
a friend of mine
45.
posted and said, even if you don't like Taylor, you see, first of all, the fact that they used her by her first name, that tells me like I already don't like. Anyways, it's like
If you don't like Taylor,
it's like back in the day, like Dave Matthews fans were always like, "Well, yeah, you got a problem with Dave? Like, you're not on first name base with." But anyway,
I don't like Dave Matthews.
But they were like,
fans.
even if you don't like Taylor, listen to this album because it's going to change your mind. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll let it change my mind.
This is the new one
And
we're talking about. Is there
It
a
just
new?
dro-
I didn't know
it
there was
just
a new
dropped
one.
like
Brand
3
new
days
album.
ago.
Oh, so okay. Is this like brand spanking new? Is this the one with Post Malone song on it? Because that was
Yes.
horrible. That was a bad.
Yes, that's the
song.
opening track.
Oh, it's bad.
It's called. Okay, let me find it. It has the worst.
Folklore or something like that.
No. That's an older one. This is literally the worst.
It's bad.
It's the worst album title I've ever read too. The Tortured Poets Department.
Wow.
she acts like
bad.
she's so tortured. That chick's got like $1 billion fucking dollars
Yeah.
and is getting
She's
railed out
speaking
by
to
a
her
football
fans, though.
player right
she's,
now.
She's trying to relate to her fans, like Jelly Roll.
Don't start.
No, I'm not starting. I'm just bringing it back around. See, in the podcasting world, we call that a theme.
Okay.
Come on,
You know
guys.
what?
We don't know what that means.
Disagree. I
We haven't
enjoy
figured that
Jelly
out
Roll.
100 episodes.
Fucking with you.
I know.
I just love her early album. Like I really
Which
The
love
one
country?
Scooter Braun owns?
Like her original
The
when she
country
came out,
stuff?
country stuff.
Yeah, the original.
Teardrops on my guitar stuff.
Yeah.
I liked it too.
When
Like-
that came out, I
Like the
liked
one
it.
about
You could
Drew,
tell.
where she's talking about Drew or something. I don't know. It's or
It all
catching
bleeds together now.
fireflies and
Like
putting them in a
over the years.
jar,
That's
like-
why I couldn't name a song that I liked because it all bleeds together for me.
I don't listen to
I don't
music.
knock on her because she writes her own shit. She tries to, you know. I don't. She used to anyway. I haven't followed her in a.
I can appreciate
I never
it.
followed her.
AI writes everybody's stuff now.
Maybe, but you could tell, like when she came out, you could tell that this young girl was writing these cheesy ass young girl songs. But at least she took the time to sit down in a room and write a fucking song.
I think she's a decent songwriter, but I think the music is just
Yeah, it's not my taste.
whoever's producing the music is
Sometimes
fucking
it's
terrible.
not cheesy.
It's P. Diddy.
ass young girl songs.
Well, I mean, to
Sometimes
me,
it's just fun and
no, I
poppy
know,
and
but to
happy.
me, it's cheesy ass just whining over a breakup song. But
Right.
she wrote it, so
But
she gets some
sometimes,
credit
you know,
for it.
we
Versus,
think Jelly Roll is whining over some of his shit. Too.
yeah, well, that touched
You mean
me
all of Jelly Roll is wine?
for sure. But
Somebody shake me.
I fucking quit. I fucking quit. I'm out. Fuck you.
He cried when he listened to that song. I guarantee it. Was it
I did
twice
not
driving
cry.
home from work? There's a tear that went down his fucking cheek, and he had to wipe it
It
off.
may have caught me a
Oh,
time
Jelly
or two.
Roll, dude, he fucking, I see you, bro.
Okay, what do you listen to?
Me?
Yeah.
That stupid shit that was on when you came in.
Everything, dude. I'm into everything.
hold on.
He made me
Hold
listen
on.
to Riff Raff.
No, not
let's back
everything.
up.
I like, okay, I
Let's
like
back
Riff
up.
Raff, Mac Miller, like
Rainbow
rap.
That's not
Surprise.
everything.
Rap. Okay, so yeah, there you go. Okay, so
I
I
fucking
listen-
hate when people say that.
No
Like,
way, just time out.
Let's listen to Pig Destroyer. See how you go.
No,
See how you get on.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't. It's easier to say what I don't like. I don't like metal. I
Okay.
don't. I'm not. I've tried metal. I do like metal covers for some reason. I'm really into that.
Okay. Well,
Like covering like pop songs on
Fine.
metal. That's where I can listen like Taylor
metal
Swift.
is such a broad term, though.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So
Here's the thing.
yeah.
There's something like
Yeah.
30,000 subgenres under.
Okay, so I
metal.
don't like screaming.
Okay, that you just eliminated like 45% of all music.
Okay,
Not even
no,
joking.
that's
Not even joking. So you can't say.
No.
I'm not gonna argue, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to hear your reason.
I don't
behind
like-
it.
Here's my thing.
metal screaming. Does
People
that
say.
help?
People say I don't like screaming.
I don't like
but
country
I listen
either.
to everything.
But I don't like country.
Okay.
I listen to like
you
electro.
Said everything.
I know.
This is where I'm.
All
I
right.
like country.
This is where I'm calling you out.
I'm
here.
starting to like country.
I do listen to a little bit of everything.
How about this? Can I say this? Can I say I listen to a plethora of different musics?
Plethora works.
Can I do that?
Sure.
I'll change my verbiage.
So you listen to popular genres, hip hop.
No, because I don't listen to popular artists. I might listen to popular
what does that
genre,
do?
but more like
The ones you
regional
just-
kind of stuff.
What'd you just mention? Mac Miller?
That stuff,
else?
yeah. But I listen.
That is
Okay,
super
you know
popular.
Paper Chase Web.
No.
See. Do you know Hippie Sabotage?
What's the style though? What's
you know
the
Hippie
genre?
Sabotage? That would be rap.
Okay, well it's still popular genre is what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, I listen to popular genres. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, well my problem was the term everything.
Okay, we're gonna change it. I told you.
Okay,
Calm
all right,
down.
I appreciate you.
Don't get mad.
Hit 'em.
We're
Hit 'em,
changing
please.
it. We're changing it right now.
I'm waiting
We're
for
gonna
a
say
guest just to smack
instead
the
of saying
fuck out of
everything, I'm gonna say I listen to a plethora of stuff.
We can't talk about music. You invited a music snob on here.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
just
for
saying.
sure.
That's
You got
what
me
I
beat.
am. So my thing is
You're
like
in a fucking band.
but my thing is like I will always listen to stuff. I will listen
Yeah.
to something, give it a chance before I shit on it. But
Okay.
like, and there's a lot of stuff like I said, early Taylor stuff. Never liked any Jelly Roll, sorry, but early Taylor stuff I liked. You know,
Okay.
and there's a lot of stuff like there's a lot of pop that I like and stuff like that. I will always listen to it before I give it shit.
Have you ever heard of like
But-
Mike Stud or like Mike now?
I'm not claiming to hear that I've heard of it.
No, I'm just asking. Have
No,
you
I
ever-
haven't.
Okay, so like Bryce Vine,
Bryce Vine.
Hippie Sabotage.
Have you ever noticed
I've
when
heard
people
that name, yeah.
when people
Okay.
start talking about music, then this right here happens.
But-
you listen to a lot.
No,
of,
I just
you-
I want to gauge you. I was
what I'm
just gauging
saying-
if he's heard it because that's
What about-
we're like we listen to popular genre, but we're not listening to like
Quinn
Taylor
XC.
Swift and
Do you
Post
know-
Malone.
Yeah.
It's more
You
like
know
deeper
that?
cuts.
I like some Post Malone stuff.
I do too,
there's-
but I'm not a fan
don't
of
hate
the
him.
whole thing.
There's some of his stuff that
Catchy stuff.
I was just curious because you were.
I did
talking
say
about
everything.
that.
You called me out on that. It's right. I can't say everything because I
I
don't
will
listen to
give-
I
everything.
just wanted to know what you.
listen.
I just wanted to know what you listened to to begin with, honestly. But
I listen to everything.
I was just curious because of what you were saying about Taylor and what you were saying about Jelly Roll. I just wanted to know.
It's
I
just
didn't really know.
I'm now. I mean, maybe I would like Taylor now because my ears are starting to like country a little more. I don't know why. Morgan Wallen's starting to kind of get on me.
My thing is like I don't
pop country.
I don't ever say I dislike an entire genre. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
I feel like
classical?
I can like something in there. Yeah.
I love
mean,
classical.
it just depends on what it is. You know. Like there's
Classical.
good country and there's bad country. There's good pop and there's bad pop.
Yeah,
there's good
right.
metal and there's terrible metal. You know what I mean? And the thing about, like I said, with the term metal, it's so broad now that like it's
So it's like rap. Like rap is
is.
broad.
You're
so
correct.
broad.
Yeah.
You could be
But
mumble
all
rap. You could
genre-
be like sad rap,
All
which I really
genres
like.
are
Sad
starting
rap.
to break up so much. Like you can't say. I'm one of them.
Subgenres.
I get so irritated when I listen
Even
to like country radio now
Oh,
because
it's different.
That's pop to me. I don't want to say I'm a snob. I'm a ignorant when it comes to music. I don't know all the different genres.
Yeah.
I just know what they claim it as. Oh, this is country. Motherfucker, that ain't country.
Well, that's
But
not your.
I
It's
still-
not the old country
but
because
I
you're right.
still-
It's not.
But however,
10
you know,
years ago,
I
20 years
bash on
ago.
Luke Bryan and all that. But if his songs they're catchy, I don't mind the song. I just hate that they get lumped in.
Well, they're not killing their dog, drinking and stringing on black
Exactly.
people
Yeah, I'm not
anymore. So
knocking
it's different.
Oh,
It's
there it
different
is.
fucking music.
There
Yeah.
it is. But
It's different music, bro.
I'm finding that I like. So it's either the lyrics or the music that get me. Like screaming metal. If I can't understand what you're saying, I quit listening to the lyrics and just listen to the music behind it. And I'm starting to appreciate a lot more music because, I mean, rap. I've always said I'm not a rap guy.
You love that riff raff song.
but shut up.
You love ain't
Shut
giving up my truck.
Fuck off.
I can
I ain't
now.
giving.
I respect Riff Raff for his character.
I love
But I
this.
hate
One
his
of my
music.
favorite. No, what?
I'm not.
He's
fan
a
of
John
music.
Lennon of our generation.
Oh,
I'm going to see Limp Bizkit this summer.
Oh,
and
you
Riff
want to
Raff-
go to that show? I
yeah.
know he's
well,
opening.
that's what he had that on there for because he messaged me because I've been talking about going to it.
Oh, I'll be.
And
there.
I've been making fun of him, but then I found out Riff Raff was coming.
I'm going to see Corey Feldman.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Where are you
His
sitting?
music is also terrible.
you in the lawn?
We're in the lawn. Yeah.
See, because I'm not okay. I am not a concert goer. She just started getting me to go to concerts this year. She's like, "We're gonna divorce if you
we
can't
can
like
settle the debate right now, but I'm not firing
can't
that
go to
back up. I'm
concerts."
not
So
gonna
we
get
went.
mad at me.
We've been going to the Marat. I like the Marat. We've seen
The
two
theater or
concerts
the
there.
Egyptian room?
Egyptian room.
Okay.
And we're going to NF next week, which is in like the Gamebridge. It's a big thing. But I just don't see the point of concert like the lawn, like at the lawn
It's
at
a party.
Ruoff.
It's a party. Out
I
there.
love the lawn.
It's just party.
That's what everybody keeps saying, but I don't know. Like
I went to-
Atmosphere.
I went and saw Alanis Morissette last summer or 2 summers ago in the lawn.
Really?
Yeah, it was. An
I was
amazing
supposed.
show.
It was at the.
The
So
Jagged Little Pill 20th anniversary,
well, they had the
25th, maybe.
2020. She was supposed to be here, and then it got canceled. And
It was
now,
the next year.
What's wrong?
So it was a couple years back.
I would like to go see Alanis Morissette.
It was a fantastic show. She played the whole album. Jagged Little Pill is one of my top albums.
she
of all time.
died, so we're not going to be able to see her.
She's not, and I love Jagged Little Pill.
Yo, Lance Bass killed her. Or not Lance Bass, Armstrong. He's mad at her.
I got Limp Bizkit tickets. I got Creed tickets. We got.
They're playing at Ruoff?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's called
Creed?
the summer. It's called the Summer of '99 tour, and it's like
Gross.
Creed and Three Doors Down, and
gosh.
who else is playing it? I can't remember. There's a bunch of Finger 11s.
Are they going to be able to get the
Oh, really?
stench out of
I'm-
fucking Ruoff after
may-
Limp Bizkit and Creed come around,
Yeah,
man?
I don't even
What the
care.
fuck?
now I may be thinking about going to see Creed because I always like Three Doors Down.
Well, hey guys, there's a party bus in Kokomo. Hey,
My
rent
thing-
it out.
See, the reason I'm saying that is because those are bands that a lot of people shit on, and here I am saying I'm a
Yeah,
snob, but
no.
I'm going because it's people just shit on it for the sake of shitting on it.
I
you know
don't
what
think
mean?
you're a
But
snob. I think you are a band member. You're a music guy.
I like music.
You're a yeah.
I
You're
like
a
music.
music
I like
guy.
good music.
So there's a lot of people that are in your place. Their music that can accept everything because you're a music guy. So you see
I listen to a lot
more
of rap,
angles
too.
and everything. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You see more angles than our feeble little minds. You're like, sounds good, man. I think bop to this.
I tried my hardest not to come off as a pretentious douchebag, but like
Me too. Every
No.
week, but it's hard.
too many people say, "Oh, I listen to everything." I don't know.
Hey,
I'll try anything.
Yeah.
I could be
when it
put in
comes-
my place.
but
Yeah.
it's a short fuse. I'm like,
So
okay,
what do you
well,
say? Do you say everything?
I not anymore. No, I'm not going to get yelled at. You already yelled at you.
I told you I'm here to talk shit. That's all I'm doing.
I don't know how to respond to that now because like I definitely
Now we all just got mind blown.
There's just so many
mind blown.
genres, so many subgenres.
I mean, that's why I
I'm
agree.
pretty picky about music, to be honest. No.
You do listen to everything too. Yeah, you do listen
to
to
a little bit of everything.
But yeah, it's a plethora of music because you listen to.
But the thing,
everything.
Well, you can't say that I don't. I do. I listen to a little bit of every genre.
You listen to metal.
Some.
What?
I couldn't name. I don't know. I don't
See,
know.
that's I do run into that too. Like I heard a song. I'm like,
I know that there are metal songs out there that I like. I've listened to metal on like Pandora, and I've been like, oh, I like that.
See, I don't consider myself a metalhead because there's lots of metal that I hate. Like all that 98.5 bullshit. I hate it so
Like
much.
I
It just
like.
drives
Would
me
you,
I like
would you
98.5.
consider, like,
I like
I listen to
98.5.
Would you
98.5.
consider Metallica
Yeah,
to be metal?
they have
So
metal in their name.
I listen to Metallica.
Yeah. Okay.
Which
Okay.
which Metallica though?
I don't
Because there's like 4 different areas of Metallica.
It's
Yeah,
just
there really
on
is.
my Pandora.
Okay.
So like I don't
But
know,
that-
but like
that
I
goes to
listen
show-
it and I like it.
as much as I
It's
hate
hard
it.
to be a person that just
we
likes
go.
one
But that's-
genre.
But that's how
I know, and a lot of people listen to a lot of this stuff.
I listen to like, you know what I
But-
mean? Like I'll put on when I used to be able to say play Crazy Train radio, and now it doesn't come up on my Pandora.
See, that's the difference in
But-
our lives nowadays too. Think about our parents; like they just bought CDs and listened to one radio station.
Your
with
parents
one.
did not buy CDs. just so you know.
Fuck off! You know what I meant.
I mean, they didn't.
Well, CDs to me is old
8-track.
media. So what do you want me to go back?
Eight-track and records.
8-track.
But the thing-
8-track and records, it was one genre that they had access to. We could just say, like Laura could be like,
that's not
play
true.
this radio, and we get.
This is why I like talking about this because it was like a hive mind back then. Like we listened to what we were sold.
Yeah.
We listened to what was on MTV. We listened to what was on TV, what was on the radio. We didn't have access to all the underground stuff unless you go to shows. And it's like nowadays we have access to everything.
And you just
Yeah.
upload you can record
And
a
you
song
can't
right now and
spend
upload it
enough
to the
time.
I
internet.
go from that radio station to Tom Petty radio station. So I listen to all like the classic rock.
See, and that's what I meant earlier when I said metal and rock is there are more subgenres of that than anything. The second is probably rap now. But just because there's so many subgenres under it, but like country,
Yeah, and
there's
I
not that
love
many
Tech
subgenres.
Nine.
you got
Like,
outlaw
so, like,
country,
I
you got
go-
pop country, you got like rock country, and you got modern.
Outlaw
They
country.
well, it's getting more.
I
and
mentioned
more,
that one.
It's
Oh, you-
getting
see, I don't
more and
listen.
more though because they have dark country. Have you heard of this shit?
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
actually
Dark country? Is that black
Would
people?
you consider
No.
Benson?
What?
Jesus.
That's
No,
a
it's-
fucking valid question.
I mean, if you
Not
put
a lot of
if you
black
put a-
country artists out there besides Hootie.
If you put a,
That's not true. What about that?
Cowboy
Ride My
Troy?
Horse to-
Nas X?
Yeah.
He's not a country artist. He's a gay dude.
Well, that seemed.
You're
like a
not allowed to
country
be
song.
gay in country.
That seemed like a country. song.
I don't know about that anymore.
Which one? Name him.
Anyways,
Exactly, name him.
but
Okay, bro. If you can't name him.
oh my god, I've already lost my train of thought.
Dark country.
Oh, I was gonna say if you put like steampunk with country music, that's the vibe you get from that. It's
Of what? Dark
it's real
country?
twangy.
What's
I'm
steampunk?
kind of getting into a little bit of that because it's real. Once again, it's not cookie cutter.
But see, that's the whole argument right there, and that's what I meant when I said earlier is there's so many blending of genres now.
Oh,
because
yeah.
there's that. I mean, you got like trap metal. You know what I mean? That's like
Oh,
hip hop, and that has
geez.
screaming in it. There's country now that has screaming in it. Screaming has become such a commonplace in so many genres now.
Because we are angry motherfuckers.
Why? Why are we so
it's
angry?
Not even just anger.
'Cause
It's
the
passion. It's
world-
passionate.
Yeah. That's what I mean by that. I
Yeah.
guess.
There is anger stuff, but I mean, there's also
Yeah, because
there's pop that has
I'm
screaming in it.
angry.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
your passion. Is
If you say I
anger.
don't like screaming, you're cutting out so much.
as long
music.
as I can understand it, you know what I mean.
And see, I've had this conversation with multiple people. They say, "Oh, I'm a lyric person. You know, like I don't if I can't understand it." But in music like that, it's more of like just another instrument. It's more about
I get
the
that.
percussive and like the sound of it more
get
than
that.
Selling
more
you
than the
metal.
lyrics
No,
itself.
that's why I say,
And I'm not a metalhead, but I'm just
metal,
taking
but-
I'm
myself.
a defender of all music. It's,
There's
it's-
different
I've taken
levels.
myself away from saying I don't
You're
like
also a
screaming
salesman.
to the. That's when I say,
trade.
okay, I shut off the vocals itself, and I do listen to. Does it all blend together? Is there a beat that I can picture something?
the other thing too is the more you listen to it, the more you can understand it.
That's true. I mean,
I can listen to grindcore and sometimes understand the lyrics. Like, and If
I've
you
been
hear
told that a
that,
lot.
it's insane. But you just get you develop an
Is
ear
that
for
British?
it, just like anything.
I've been told that a lot.
Grindcore British? No, it's grime.
No,
Just like,
Crime.
I mean, I don't know. Bullet for My Valentine, when they first came out, to me, that was all just screaming. And then after I listened to it a little bit,
they have lots of melodic singing.
I understand. But what I'm saying, the
Melodic?
stuff that I heard,
It's very
there's
melodic.
a lot of,
What's that word mean?
but
with having to do with melody, meaning there's a scale, there's different notes going on.
Sick.
Sorry.
I was using them as an
That's
example.
melodic.
I got you, yeah.
When I first heard it, I'm like, oh, that's just screaming. I don't get it. And then after I listened to it a couple times, oh, wait a minute, that's not. I mean, I can actually, I can pick some raps the same way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just a bunch of shit to me. I don't understand it, and I'm not trying to talk bad about it.
If you listen, anything.
But then I
that's-
heard Eminem, obviously,
Such a fucking hoe.
just a dumb white
love
kid
it.
from. I heard Eminem. Oh, I can understand the words he's saying.
Because you were white
That
trash.
led me to, okay, I can understand a little bit of what he's saying, a little bit of what he's. So it opened me up a little bit.
Yeah.
Once I made a differentiate, or
Just try to talk.
I'm done with you. I fucking hate you.
No, yeah, it's 100%. It's the thing is, if you listen to something one time and just say no, I don't, whatever. But like if you hear it more times, your ear is gonna. You're gonna eventually get used to it, and but then it opens up so much more. Like you could listen to a lot more that way.
Yeah.
Once your ear is used to that.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's kind of a blessing and a curse because I'm at the point where I go through phases, and like I went through a phase.
Do you
where
break down every song you listen to?
Yeah, and it's
You can't
it's
just
terrible.
shut off and just.
I got to the point where if anything was too simplistic, I hated it. And so like I had to go crazier and crazier with like odd time signatures and weird off the wall craziness. And like if it wasn't that, then I didn't want to listen to it.
So
I've come back from that, but like I got to the point where like I had to listen to crazier and crazier stuff to satisfy because my brain
Right.
was so used to breaking shit down.
So when you do that,
It sucks.
Can you break it down all the way back to? I mean, because I'm big into Sinatra and stuff like that. Can you enjoy Sinatra because
yeah.
it is? I mean,
It's
in
simplistic, but
it's
yes.
so simple, but
It works. The thing is about Sinatra was his timbre, the sound of his voice.
yeah, because he wasn't a great singer. He just
had his tone.
Yeah.
He was a wonderful.
No,
He
yeah,
had
but
this tone though.
Yeah,
You just
He
fucking
could-
offended so many Italians.
The thing is, you didn't have to listen to the lyrics at all. You didn't have to listen to music, like his voice.
Right.
He had this tone
Right.
that just it drew you in, and that's the other thing. So there's so many things that go in. There's lyrics, there's melody, there's rhythm.
and presence.
Are you gonna stand for this
tone,
bullshit?
There's timbre. There's so many things that go into it
Right.
that you can go in different directions.
Fly
And
me to the moon.
if you're only listening to one of those, like, well, I don't like that, then you're cutting out so much of
I agree.
possibilities.
No, I agree.
And that's my thing. It's just
How
like
could you
movies.
say that?
I'm a big movie buff, like same way. And it's like if I say, well, I don't like horror movies, like you're just cutting out an entire genre just because.
I've become such a movie snob, though.
Yeah,
Because
that's me in music. See?
I'm to the point now where watching a movie, me and Aaron, every time she picks a movie,
Aaron and I.
Aaron and I, whatever, we're watching a movie, and it's like it's a good movie, but if the ending sucks, I fucking feel like I just wasted an hour and 45 minutes of my life. No matter how good it was until the very
yeah, the ending can make or break it.
M. Night Shyamalan. I fucking hate that guy.
Yeah.
He's only had a couple. What was that one they just did with Batista that was in it?
I mean, The Sixth Sense was like revolutionary.
That was the only
but,
good one.
Yeah,
That's the only good one he's
The
ever been
Happening
in.
was awful. There's so many bad
They
ones.
all
We just
are.
saw a preview
Trap.
coming out for the Trap.
That one looks
Yeah.
interesting, but I
Yeah.
saw that it was Shyamalan. I was like,
I
this
can't do
is
it.
gonna suck.
It's going to be an awesome movie until the last 30
Yeah.
seconds, and it's
He's
what?
I'm like,
gonna be in it.
But I'm like, why did they give away that he's the guy
That's exactly
during the
what I was
trailer?
about to
That's what
say.
she
Like there's got to be another twist somewhere, probably.
Yeah.
So that's a perfect analogy for what I was just talking about with music. I got to the point where like if it didn't have all this crazy
One thing
stuff,
could kill it for you.
and it's just like if you're watching a movie and it's like, oh, if this doesn't have a crazy ass twist or something crazy at the end, then I don't like it. And that's how I was with music.
That's where I'm at with movies right now.
I am.
I'm
Eventually,
so
eventually you
snobbish.
come off that hill because I was that way with music,
I don't
and
think
I've gotten to the point where I can appreciate more simplistic stuff. That's why I listened to Taylor Swift's new album, but it was just garbage. I could appreciate
That's
why
not
somebody
because you're a
likes
snob.
it.
That's just because it was garbage.
It was just not good. Yeah, it's just not good.
Have you ever watched The Secret Window with Johnny Depp?
I love that movie.
Okay, so I think once I saw that movie when I was younger, I went off the deep end. Like I was like, oh,
That was a great movie.
I can never not
It's Fight Club.
watch
Same thing.
a movie
Yeah.
that
Fight Club was great.
has a twist like that.
Yeah.
Like I can never not because I was so
Now you're waiting for the
into
twist.
it.
Saul
And if it doesn't
ruined.
come, then it's just
Yeah. I'm like,
Saul
'cause that
has
was-
ruined-
it was so smart. It was such a smart movie, and I understood it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that was the first time that I had a movie like that in my life. That I was like, oh, oh, now I get I want
See,
movies like that.
And plus,
Like,
I saw that movie for the first time when I had just gone through a nasty breakup where she cheated on me. So I was like, yeah, fuck that bitch. Like, eat her his corn. Yeah.
Bury in the
And he gets
corn.
away with it at the end. I'm like, yeah.
movies like that and Fight Club.
Yeah.
And like I was trying to say it, Saul ruined horror movies for me.
Yeah.
Because that was the last great twist. Like, really, you never seen that coming.
The first one?
Yeah.
The rest of them are just like, nah.
The second one, I caught it 15 seconds before, and then the third.
The first one, you know what it's all.
Nobody's seen that coming. Nobody,
And it was great.
They
Yeah.
cheated movies, like they cheated the rules. So I can't handle movies that don't have. If it has an awesome arc, it has to stick the landing, and it just pisses me off. When it doesn't.
So you hated Fettuccine Alfredo is what you're saying?
No, that was great. I'm not saying that because you're here. We have talked about that multiple times.
Yeah, you
There's
said
no
it
twist.
sucked. It's on tape.
No,
There's
I've
no
said
twist
it-
in that.
I've said it all along. It was cornball classic. It was fucking great. It was fun to watch. No, you're not going to achieve any great enlightenment watching it.
It was
but
supposed
I
to be
guarantee,
dumb, yeah.
and that's
We shot that in 4 evenings
Jordan told us. He said,
at my house.
"This is a dumb movie." So okay, I'm going to go watch a dumb movie.
Yeah.
And that was
Yeah, you can't expect any more out of it. We got picked up by a streaming service too. I don't know.
I saw that.
I seen that on. I seen that on.
Promoted here.
It's called Fossum. I've never heard of it before.
I think it's
Free. It's all free. Free awesome movies is what it is, and
That's cool.
it's like kind of like a Tubi kind of thing.
Yeah.
but it's you can download it on like Fire Sticks or Xbox.
I'm not positive, but I think
Check it
one
out.
of the local cable
check
providers
it out.
has it. I think
Yeah,
I meant to look at it before. I
yeah.
didn't know you were going to be here. Otherwise, I
The
would have found
devil.
out.
but I've been. It's funny because like
do it.
we put that up. I gave it to like a distributor online, and basically what they do is they shop it around to all the different streaming services. So they'll shop to even stuff like Hulu and Disney Plus and HBO Max. I never expected to get on those.
How crazy it'd be HBO was like, yo, we want this movie.
Yeah. I mean, I was hoping for like maybe Amazon Prime or Tubi
Yeah.
or something like that. You
Yeah,
know,
Canary
Crackle.
Currency's on Amazon Prime.
But
You got to pay for it, though.
so
Bullshit.
I found out. So apparently, all those services, like since COVID, they stopped picking up shorts. They only do feature length,
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
which is 45 minutes or longer, and ours is only like 30 minutes. So they don't want shorts anymore. So that's why it wasn't getting picked up. So
Yeah.
but I would check like once a week. I would check, see if anybody picked it up. And I did that shit for a year, and I eventually decided, okay, well, I'm just gonna put it up on YouTube for free. So it's on YouTube now.
Yeah.
And then like 2 weeks after that, it was like this.
Somebody
other
saw it on
streaming service
YouTube.
picked Up. I'm like, damn it.
How many views you got on YouTube? I'm going to watch it.
I'd
We're
have
going to
to
watch
look.
it.
It is on YouTube, or download it on Fossum and watch it on there.
Better? Is it better to do there?
I just want to see them get our plays.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I want to
Should we
see
get
more
you plays on
Yeah, I
Fossum?
want to see more plays on there. I think we're at like 500-600 on YouTube, but
But you want to show Fossum what's up.
yeah, if because
That's
it's
weird saying it, Fossum.
Fossum. But
And
it's
check out that music video too. I know a guy that was
the Dead
involved
Chinny-
in that.
That is on YouTube. The Dead Chinny Alfredo.
You're
But-
the cheesiest motherfucker I
Fuck
know.
off! I had fun.
Dude,
No,
you're
it's good.
cheese.
It's good to plug stuff. It was fun. I think that was the first day we met. I think
love
it was
you.
cool.
I did. I walked in. Is that your house?
That's my house.
Okay, yeah.
That's
I
where we
walk
shot
in-
the whole movie.
I walk in. I sit down.
Secretly,
this
you're my
little
best
girl
friend.
comes, jumps up, gives me a big old hug that I've never fucking met. These guys are all. They don't know me. They're all super nice and welcoming.
Yeah,
It was fun. It
it was
a
a
lot
good
of
time.
fun. Reminiscing what it's like to work with professionals and nice people.
Bro, I spin locked like a motherfucker. You remember that? I was like spin locking that shit. You remember when we worked together at Cadillac? You remember spin lock?
Spin lock. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I'm with you.
professional, bro.
Shut up.
Only we and you got that was for me and you.
I got
No
it.
one else.
I got you.
Yes, if anybody wants to watch that, download Fossum and watch it because I want to get more plays through there because we have three more movies in the works. So
Well, we don't know anything about him, so
Well, unless we
we're
get
not
a part,
invited.
then I'm not. Yeah.
no, they're in the very early stages.
That's
I'm
what they
still working
say.
on scripts.
Yeah.
And then it comes out next
Oh
week.
yeah, we'll make sure.
No. It's we'll have some parts if you guys are interested for sure. We have one that's one that actually Kibbles wrote. Actually, it's funny.
I'm
'cause
almost scared to hear his. anything.
It's called Fernando, and
He was talking
you'll find
about
out
it.
about it.
He was
yeah.
talking about it.
Yeah. So there's that one. That's the next one, and then after that we have technically we have 4 movies. After that we're gonna jump into Breaking the Dwarf Wall 2. That's the one with the multiverse and stuff. I've been working on that script for 5 years, six years. So
Nice.
it's still in the script phase. So that's going to be a big undertaking.
Using AI.
No, No, it's gonna be all practical. But I don't know. There might be some CGI stuff. But like,
Why are you smiling like that?
That's a-
Because you're usually
How much do you charge for? How much do you
You
charge
would
for your
be.
production company? Because me and a buddy I work with have a horribly offensive, completely out of line movie.
more than you can afford.
Shut up! You don't know me, bitch.
I mean, I don't do it as I only do my own shit as of right now. But if you got the money, we'll make it work. You know. Like,
I told him as soon as I hit the
He ain't.
lottery, I'm doing this. But we have a very fun script that we're working on.
yeah.
You still thinking about the idea I told you about?
Which one did you tell me about?
The sex dungeon.
No.
Oh.
Sorry.
So after that movie, we have a movie called Shadow Band that Messi wrote or is writing, and that's about a sacrifice, like a band that they're like a secret band, like they lure fans into the woods for secret shows, and then they end up like everybody.
Remind me
dies.
never to go to a Dwarfs concert. God.
That sounds fun.
But then after that, so technically it is 4. After that is Dedicini Alfredo 2.
Well, the dead.
Sequel.
Oh,
We are
really?
making a sequel. That one is.
Interesting.
So did you guys ever watch New Nightmare?
Nope.
It's it was after Nightmare on Elm Street.
Is this like leftover butter and noodles?
So New Nightmare came out in like 94, and it was Wes Craven and Freddy Krueger came into the real world and was attacking the actors that played in the original Nightmare on Elm Street. It's a crazy movie. It's wild. But it breaks the floor.
Is that where Johnny Depp comes in?
No, he's in the first one.
He was.
Oh, he is. Good for him.
He's not in this one. They couldn't get his budget because by this point he was.
He'd already done Babyface.
Yeah, yeah. But the chick is in it, the main chick from the original and stuff, and Wes Craven plays himself and everything. It's pretty cool. They break the entire fourth wall and they talk about the movies, but Freddy's real. He's like a demon in the real world. So we're kind of taking a little bit of that and doing it at Dedicini, and we're gonna have it's going to be a slasher set on the set of Dedicini 2. It's going to be completely meta and ridiculous, and like the creepypasta suit actually comes to life and starts killing people.
You guys still have the suit?
Oh yeah.
Sick.
I have a
Nice
mannequin.
smells.
Courtney bought a mannequin. It's in my living room. And so like
I don't know
He
about
was in it.
smells,
We're gonna
but
put it on there.
it's hot as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Ooh, I almost made a fat joke.
Oh wow.
I mean,
His
the mask-
fat ass wasn't it?
All it is it's literally just a
said-
sweatshirt. It's a sweatshirt we bought from Goodwill.
With
and we
1,000
put a bunch
pounds of yarn on it. What are you fucking talking about, man?
Yeah. It's a sweatshirt with a whole bunch of yarn, and then the actual puppet is a sock with a bunch of yarn on it. It's Courtney made it all from scratch. It was
Sounds
crazy.
fun.
Yeah.
I want to be in it.
But Dedicini 2 will be coming. It'll be a few years, but we have all these other ones lined up. But our plan is for Outhouse Productions.
You guys need to win a
Eventually,
bunch of money so you don't have to go to work and you can make all these ideas.
Yeah. That's what I've been saying.
Hey, if I
forever.
hit the lottery, I'm going to be a silent partner. Just
There you
to
go. Just invest.
yes, sir. I'm not.
If I
playing.
didn't have to have a day job, like I would be like we would be making stuff all the time.
Yeah,
This
right.
stuff would come out so much sooner.
be
Like I
easier.
said, we made Dedicini in 4 days. Like it was supposed to just be a stupid 5-minute YouTube video idea that we had, and then it turned into like this big thing.
It was cool to have a premiere and stuff. Well,
It was ridiculous.
listen, we have to start gearing down because it's
Sorry.
way over time.
Yeah, my bad. I just come on here and just talking all the time. I talk way too much.
You filled it up great.
Like it.
yeah, you want
Yeah,
to
Laura
back
didn't
next
have to
week?
say shit this week. Do you want to come
She
on
yelled
next
at you
week?
quite a bit.
That's the fun part. That's our signature segment.
Yeah,
We've got to include that in there.
like I said, that's why I'm here.
To hear that? Oh, I heard it. I heard you guys chattering around.
I don't know what you're talking
That's
about.
why I watch the show.
That's why a lot
The
of
best
people
part of the
yeah.
show is when you guys start fighting.
Honestly,
just arguing back and forth, and
you're
he's
not
stirring it up.
the only one to say that.
It's entertaining. You know what I mean? It's like it's drama. It's like
Yeah, we
you
try.
should put in some dramatic music behind it.
You put a lot of effort into it too. You talk, piss her off, and she lays into you.
This time it was me. He's just like I just said something, and then he's just like, "Yeah, she's crazy."
Oh, I put my foot in my mouth. I do that.
It's funny though.
It's fun though. It gets her all riled up.
Is
the
it
sex is
fun?
better.
Oh my goodness.
You always have that makeup.
Right?
Is that true?
We have great sex, but it doesn't make it better because you fight with me.
No.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. It could.
You don't know until you stop fighting.
We
Hey,
should try that for a while.
Hey, are you guys
Stop
having
fighting?
Popeyes tonight?
Yeah.
Well, what's the fun in
Then
that?
it's gonna get boring.
Yeah, fuck.
Passionless.
That's by
It's all about the passion.
fucking shit. All right.
Fuck's sake.
Also, just one more plug.
Plug it away.
So I've been plugging all kinds of stuff.
Plug. No one's listening, but plug.
I probably not, but
No.
I went. I don't know. I'm on here now, so I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Nah.
listen to this.
If you're saying an hour and 18, we'll see. We'll see what
No,
retention's
I
like.
filmed my shots for Marawambies a few weeks.
Oh, you
back.
did? You did?
Yeah.
Okay, I saw that. That movie's in production.
It's
or
going to
whatever.
be incredible.
It looks
honestly.
good.
It's going to be so good. Like it was a lot of fun.
Where are they at? Indy or?
Yeah,
Oh,
Brian
it's
Foster.
near
yeah.
Wumbies.
It's a movie.
Seen this on?
It's another indie film by Brian Foster. We Are Media out of Indy. He's the one that did the camera work and stuff for Canary Currency and The Jab. All he did was camera stuff. This one he wrote the whole thing, and I've read the whole script and it's hilarious.
It looks funny.
It's gonna be so funny. Like you think because there's other movies like that. It's about a marijuana strain that turns people into zombies in zombie film. Okay. You think, oh, that's a boring premise because it's been done, but the way he's doing it is different, and it's gonna be so much better than like Evil Bong of Death or whatever that movie was. It's gonna be way better than all those. It's on a much higher quality than like Dettachini, for example. Dettachini was supposed to be cornball stupid.
Yeah, if you would have tried anything different with that, it wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, if we took it too serious, it wouldn't have worked. Yeah, but his is like, it's got a lot of cornball humor in it, but like the story's actually pretty good, and like the comedy's really fun, and like the production is incredible. Like the camera he's using and everything, like I was like looking at it, I was like, damn, it's like I wish I had this kind of equipment. But yeah, it's going to be really, really good.
The stuff he puts out looks like it's like
it's very high quality. Yeah, Hollywood shit.
Yeah.
So I got to be a Jedi zombie, so it's gonna be.
That's sick.
We had
that's Star Trek, right? Those dick sucking lips. Damn it! It's the wrong button.
I'm out.
Shit! That was supposed to be the outro. Cut that part out. Cut that part out.
As soon as you start roasting Star Wars, I'm out.